Hello and welcome to my art channel. As always, thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring my video. And in this video, I have a sketchbook page for you guys that was done with these acrylic ARRTX markers. I haven't used these before and I've always really wanted to try them. So thank you so much to ARRTX for sending these to me and also sending me a little sketchbook, which was really handy, and I love how flat it lays, so it worked out really well. I tested the sketchbook. So I obviously started off with doing a bunch of swatches of the markers, and I really like how smooth they are and they all flowed beautifully. I like how they come in this case where they're already sitting around upside down, and that's how they're meant to be stored, because I've tried like a different brand of acrylic markers a long time ago and they were a big pain because they just constantly kept drying out and storing them was pretty difficult, so that's a big plus for the packaging. So yeah, I straight finished sketching without recording the process because I thought it would be redundant, so I'm just mostly focusing on showing you the coloring that I did with the markers. And since I've never used these before, it was like a really weird trial and error situation for me. And I should mention that I apologize about the angle of the footage. I didn't realize when I was filming it that the way that I hold the markers was just kind of blocking the view, but I do change the angle eventually, so it's not going to be like this the whole video, I promise. But yeah, so I had lots and lots of colors to choose from, so I was actually having kind of a hard time settling down on a color scheme, but I think for that reason it kind of ended up being very not super colorful as far as the whole illustration goes, and I guess that's kind of typical for me anyways. But yeah, I brought in a few different colors for the hair, and right from the beginning I decided to just go in with solid colors and see how that goes, because I have never really been very loose when it comes to drawing with paint type substances. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but because I'm such a line art heavy person, like I always have line art for basically every type of illustration that I make, obviously unless it's gouache, which is a medium that I really like. But even with gouache, like I've only really done studies with a specific reference, and when you do a study with a reference, it's very easy. I find it like very easy to basically like kind of interpret what you see and be more abstract with it and just like use brush strokes and whatnot and let loose and not need line work, at least in my personal experience anyways. But when it comes to drawing something completely without a reference from the imagination like this, I just cannot be super experimental for some reason. So I'm typically just more prone to going with a more like strictly clean and like solid type of look. So that's what I went with these markers. And so I find that they layer really well, like as in they do opaquely cover each other, because I don't have anything to compare this to other than actual paint. Maybe I will just talk about the experience using these and not really compare it to other things, at least for now. So let me take a quick minute to tell you about Squarespace, my sponsor and the #1 platform for building my websites. I used to be super weary of making a website due to frustration with technology and just feeling lost, and frankly just being too lazy to figure it out. And thankfully Squarespace has proved to be the perfect solution to all of that because of how easy and straightforward their website engine is to use. They have an amazing dynamic website building platform that can generate a website according to your specific needs, or you can just use one of the many pre-built templates and customize them to get the perfect website for you. The customization is honestly amazing, and you can make your website as elaborate as you want. Squarespace also allows you to have all the business options like a shop or a paid community available to you down the line whenever you need them. It's an absolute must to have a nice website showcasing your work if you want to be a full-time professional artist, so it's best to get started as soon as you can, which you can do for free. So once you build your dream website and are ready to show it to the world, head to squarespace.com/cosmicspectrumart to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Happy website building. And now back to the video. So I really like how smoothly the ink flows, and it is not like, so the first layer for some of the colors is not as opaque as I thought it would be. Like for the lighter one, you see that I used like the light gray that I used for the base of the shirt. It wasn't as opaque as I thought it was going to be, because you can still kind of see the purple sketch underneath. But I actually think maybe that's a good thing, because I essentially covered like most of the area of the shirt first with the first layer, and if it was more opaque than this, then I wouldn't have been able to see the sketch underneath. So I think that's probably a good thing, that they're not super opaque in the lighter colors in the first layer. And of course you can always layer on top if you want it to be more opaque, so I did that here and there. And also, quick side note, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm pretty sick, so I might have to like catch my breath here and there while doing this voiceover, so forgive me for that. But yeah, so after I was like maybe halfway through this, as you can see, I figured that there's no way that I'm going to be able to finish this illustration without bringing in a different material, which I decided to just add line work with a micron fine liner on top of the acrylic markers. And I think that was a great decision for me, because if you've seen my art before, obviously this is like pretty different, and I basically never do anything without line work, so this was a very strange experience for me, to say the least. Like, it's not easy. I don't really know how other people do it. I find it to be pretty tedious, I'm not gonna lie. There's just something about putting the line work down first that makes my entire life like so much easier afterwards to finish the illustration, to imagine what it's gonna look like when it's done, to just have like an overall really good idea of what it's gonna be like, even when I'm like at the beginning of the process. Whereas with something like this, it felt so inconclusive for the first like basically half of the process, where until I made the decision to bring in the fine liner on top, I was kind of leaning towards even abandoning this altogether, because I wasn't really liking how it was turning out at all. I'm happy to report that adding the line work on top did save it for me in the end, and basically when I'm done, I would consider this like acceptable. Not in love with this page for sure, but yeah, it was really interesting to use a totally different medium. I think these markers are really good quality. They're definitely a lot better than a different brand that I've tried like several years ago of acrylic markers. To be fair, I think the ones that I tried previously were mostly designed for like lettering and just writing in a journal, whereas these ones clearly have an artist in mind. I really like the amount of line variation you can get with this type of tip, so that's nice as well. And I mean, as far as the markers go, I think they're a perfectly fun medium to try out. With that being said, personally, I think this is not for me. Like this type of material is not for me, because I think I just really like transparent mediums a lot more. I don't have a whole lot of experience with even using opaque paint. Definitely used it like maybe several times in my life, and the results were fine, like nothing to really complain about, but it's just not my favorite type of material. I think opaque paint or these types of acrylic markers are pretty difficult to work with actually, and a lot of the limitations that I find they had do end up having to do with like the limited color selection, and I have no idea how to blend these markers. Like, I don't know where to even start trying to get a smooth gradient, and I tried to do it like on a different piece of paper, but I don't really know how people do it with just using the markers alone. I've definitely seen workarounds for this. Like I've seen some people take some of the marker and then putting it into a porcelain palette and then using a brush, like a different brush with a little bit of water to like use that essentially to help blend it into a different color. But I think to me at that point, like if you're gonna go that far to make blending doable, or like basically it's like an extension of the process, that for me at that point I might as well just be using regular paint like gouache from the get-go without even bothering, because the whole point of the markers is that it's more convenient, it's clean, you don't need to have brushes, you don't need to clean any brushes afterwards, you only really need the one thing, like the markers themselves, and no other extra supplies. And I think if you want to have that kind of artwork in mind, like they're absolutely perfect. I think they're also probably really good for things like landscapes and more like less sharp detail oriented illustrations like this, where you can be a little bit more experimental and bring a little bit more colors in. Like I will say, this is definitely like my own personal limitation. I've seen some other people use markers like this differently, and they get like these incredible results that I honestly have no idea how they managed to achieve. So this is basically the best that I could do, and I think in the end, like, it is a nice looking page. I think it looks very neat and clean, and I do think this is a really fun art material to play with. Yeah, I'm just not sure how much it actually works for me and my type of skill set personally. So I hope that was a fair kind of assessment of the material, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process. And yeah, I'm a little bit late on my videos this month, so I apologize for that, but I will still make my second video, and hopefully it will be up before the end of the year. Another year is almost upon us. I hope you guys are having great holidays, and thank you so much for watching this video. And just a quick note before I go, I did open my shop again recently, about a month ago, and so that is still open, and I have my art books there, prints and stickers, so please check that out. And if you haven't yet, please read my comic at gloamingveil.com. You can find all the links in my description below. So thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.